right, everyone. So thank you for tuning back into week 4 of our prospect prediction series. So today we're already going to hop on to the 3 more guys for this week, Monday through Friday. Just real quick, something that I've noticed before is when you're looking at these prospects, it's going to be very difficult to invest in them on Monday and then resell them on Friday for more. So that's originally kind of what the series is titled for, what it's known as, but just for a heads up, these guys are going to be more of long-term investments after all. Some of them I try and go after if they're hurt and they're going to come back and have a good game or something, but it's going to be very hard like we did week 1 where you invest in O'Neal Cruz and 5 days later he's going for $20 more. So you have to keep in mind too that you have to make profit instead of just reselling for more because there's shipping, fees, and taxes and everything. So just make sure you guys know these are probably going to be more than a week. We just recap them on Friday to make new ones for the next week. So at the end of the month, we'll recap everything. Other guys like Ellie De La Cruz, Jordan Lawler, all of them are going really well right now, but I'm done with that week. So make sure you check back on those videos too. But anyway, let's hop into our 3 guys. So first off, we got, I think you say this Yuri or Ear. No, it's not Ear. I'm just going to go with Yuri Perez. He's a double-A right-handed pitcher. He is 19 years old, and he is 6'8", 220. So it says his ETA, which means when he'll be in the majors, is 2023. So that's coming up, honestly, for a AAA pitcher. So I think this guy would be a shorter-term investment. Still probably hold on to him for a couple months, but I'll show why I think he's good. So, like I said, he's 19 right here. And if you look at his games, he has been lights out recently. So, he is a right-handed pitcher. And let's go over to his stats. So, what I like about it is his first game that shows on the last 10 games was April 29th. And then it goes all the way down to July 7th. And whenever he's pitching, you can see win and then there's a win. There's no losses, but what I like is his ERA started at 5.29, and down here it's all the way down to 3.05. So his ERA is dropping like kind of quick, honestly. And if you go over here and look at his games, you can see they all count as games, and you got to save, and it just keeps going. 5 innings pitched, 5 inning pitch. So he can pitch about 5 innings. He has 50 innings in his last 10 games. He has, let's see, his strikeouts, 69 strikeouts. People are batting 166 off of him. And you can see over here, I wanted to look at one more thing. His ERA is down to 1.98. So that's just, hold on, this wouldn't be 50. This is like the total down here. So, but you can see 529 and it's all the way down to 305. So this guy is lights out. I think he's going to be a great pitcher. I'd invest in him for when he gets called up to AAA. Or, honestly, I might take this one for myself. I might buy some of his autos or stuff if he has them and hold on to him till he gets to the majors because, you know, everyone knows the Marlins need some better relief pitching, or at least last time I checked. I don't follow them like crazy. But I'd say invest in this guy and hopefully he still lights out in AAA and major leagues. So that's Yuri Perez, right-handed pitcher, 19 years old in AA. I would get on this guy right away. So let's move on to our next guy here. For our next guy, we are going to be doing Gunnar Henderson. So you guys have most likely heard about this guy. He's the number 5 prospect. He's 21 years old, bats left-handed, throws right-handed. He was drafted in the 2nd round by the Orioles, and we'll go ahead and look at his stats. So he's a middle infielder, or third base and shortstop, kind of middle infielder. You can see his career in the minors, he's a 270 batter, and he has, where's his home runs? 31 home runs, so that's pretty solid there. We'll go ahead and look at his last 10 games. There we go. So his last 10 games, it was July 10th that he played his last one, and he is batting 139, and we'll go over to his home runs. 0 home runs. So he has been slumping big time. So you might be wondering, why the heck are you showing me a guy that is hitting 139 with no home runs in his past 10 games? So I'll move this down so you guys can look at the stats here. Gunnar Henderson is a number 5 prospect, I believe, and he's hitting 139 right now. Whenever you have a top prospect, they're going to have a lot of hype. So what I would say with Gunnar Henderson is buy while he's low. We'll look at his charts to see how low he actually is, but he's going to bounce back. A number 5 prospect who is 21 years old for the Orioles and in AAA, he's probably just in a slump. That's going to happen for everybody, and he'll at least bounce back sometime. He's hit for the cycle, you can see. He's 21 years old and in AAA, and he's just out competing almost everybody, it seems like. So Gunnar Henderson, I would say, would be a pretty good investment based off of what you can get him, how low you can go for him. I would do the type of investment where you buy a bunch of bulk, like paper first, if he has them, and then get a good bulk deal and sell them all for like $2 each in quantity on eBay or something. So that's what I'd do with this guy. I think he's slowly going to go back up, and then his price is probably going to skyrocket, and we'll recap that on Friday. So that's Gunnar Henderson. All right, so our last guy you've probably heard of too is Robert Hassell. This is Robert Hassell III. He's the lefty. He's 20 years old, and he is in high A. So this guy would be another long-term investment. Most of these guys we're probably not going to have anything better to show on Friday. They're just going to be keep waiting. It's going to take time, but we'll look through his stats. So this, when I was looking through it, there's nothing crazy. He's a 305 career batter in high A. It looks like he has 20 home runs, and go over to his last 10 games. Currently in his last 10 games, he is batting .263 with a .429 OBP and a .421 slugging. In his last 10 games, he has 1 home run, and you can kind of just look in depth. He has 4 to 5 at-bats a game, it looks like, and he gets a hit, 2 hits, 1 hit. So he's kind of just, I'd say about average right now, a little above average, but he is another top prospect. He's ranked 24, and he's for the Padres. I think that in about, let's see what his ETA is. In 2023, I'd think it'd be a little longer than that, but I would say Robert Hassell is going to fly through the minor leagues, and I think that will be a good opportunity to resell his cards. So I would say while he's in A-ball, try and buy him, and then once he goes up to AA, his price will most likely spike and sell at the spike, and then same for AAA. And if you want to be patient and wait and see if he makes it to the big leagues, then that will probably be even better. So those are my 3 guys. If you guys have any questions about any of these guys or any other suggestions for the next week, make sure you comment below. We're going to hop on to the next part which is the stats chart on Sports Card Investor and see what these guys' prices are looking like, and then that's going to be it for the video. So let's go ahead and hop over there. All right, so what I enjoy doing is I like looking at what these guys' stats are, but I don't like I like just going into it while I'm filming. So I have no clue what Robert Hassell is doing right now. We're going to look at it together, and it looks like he's up 8%. His PSA 10 first Chrome Auto. His recent sales have been 415, 400, 400. So you can see they're rising a little bit. There's the chart right there. They were at 409. Now they're at 415. We'll look at a little affordable. See if it's Sapphire. Let's find a little cheaper card to work with. Here we go. Here's something cheap. So see if they got PSA 10. Yeah, there we go. So his first paper PSA 10, it's not really going anywhere right now. It was at 27, and now it's at 40. So we're kind of late on the spike there. But for his PSA 10, you can get it for not a good deal right now. You can always find stuff other than eBay, but I think that this will probably get up to 100 once he goes up to AAA or even AA or something. Or even if he just keeps killing it in single A, it will go up eventually. So I'd grab one of those, see if we can get a raw auto. Maybe get an auto, something like that. You can see what the price is. He has a lot of hype, so whoops, my bad. So he's kind of a static one right now, if that makes sense. Not really going anywhere crazy, but since he's a top prospect, I think he will. So let's go ahead and move on to our next guy. Okay, so we actually had to move over to eBay for this one. So you can see Yuri Perez, he doesn't have very many cards. He's got the TTM stuff or the N-Pen autos, and he's got that one license card. But since he doesn't, I don't know honestly what I would do with this. I think he's a great buy, but I'm kind of surprised to see he doesn't have very many cards. If you can get this card for 30, like you can see, it's sold today for $30, $1.50 shipped. I know it's not a great brand or anything, but I honestly bet if people start hearing about him more, since he's a top prospect, he's pretty close to the top of that list, people will buy his cards. So the good thing about this is there's not very many cards to compete with. So when you have a lot of Bowman refractors and stuff, some of them can be high, some can be low. With this one, it's just one card. So, I mean, you can see right here, even just his like base, or I'm not familiar with this, but $10 for that base card or whatever that is. So I'd say for $30, this is a good deal if it's its only card. All right, so on our last one, Gunnar Henderson, he doesn't have very many autos. You can see it's going to be very, very hard to find an auto. He's got a lot of these numbered cards or the first, but I'm really surprised he doesn't have very many autos. So we can go back to the top. There's one right here. Maybe people just aren't selling right now, but okay, yeah, he has some. Just you'll see more of his refractors and stuff. So I would say look for something like this with Gunnar Henderson. Try and get maybe 60 of these just chrome even. I don't know. And just get them for like $100, for example, and sell them all for $2. I don't know. I didn't do the math in my head, but you understand what I'm saying there. It's just get a bunch of the paper ones in bulk, since he doesn't have a ton of autos for sale, and just sell them all in a quantity at a fixed price. That's what I would do if I was going to invest in him. Or you could even just get one of these bigger cards and hope it goes up, because $75 for that is not a bad deal. So Gunnar Henderson and Yuri Perez don't have very many cards, but I still think they're good buys. So we'll recap it on Friday. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I put in a lot of work trying to figure out which guys I should talk about, which guys I shouldn't. I do enjoy it, but I wish I could be getting a little more likes or subscribers or something for the work I'm putting in. So if you guys would be interested in subscribing, it would help me out a lot. Also, liking the video gets it out there a little more. So I appreciate you guys checking out the video, and I'll see you guys on Friday for the recap video.